All right. Live.
Woohoo!
It has been a whirlwind trying to get everything done.
Right.
I have no idea where Travis is at. Miss Brandi's here.
Hey,
So,
it's the Brandi and Ben
It's
show.
the B&B show brought to you by CCBC, where the B today stands for Ben and Brandi. So, all right. Well, hey, this is your second time on. You've already messed up. Look at it. We
Our
are
light
just
just
shuffled. Look at this. It's crazy. All right. Well, welcome to the show. Right now, you got two people, and we'll see how it goes from that. We'll go talk to you about things of the church. We're going to pick up where we left off with Miss Brandi. We've got a couple of different topics, and we'll just see how it goes. I guess we'll get started.
We can handle it.
All right. Here we go. Welcome to the show.
He'll come back in a minute, I'm sure.
Welcome to the reCAP.
That literally is my favorite part of the whole show, where we can just sit and do that. So, all right. Well, welcome to the show. As I said, I am it's chapter 6. We're picking up where we left off. There's Travis.
I was running behind.
You look different.
Yeah. Well, we started something. We started something there last week with some essential oils. And I don't know if you was on last week's show, but we started rubbing essential oils on my head to get my hair to grow.
I remember
It's
very
took-
well.
It's took
They
off.
had on gloves and everything.
Right.
And y'all put on way too much oil.
Right. Well, we put
Obviously,
too much,
it
but
worked.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I didn't know I'd even grow out this collar.
Yeah, it's almost matches your beard.
Almost.
Perfectly.
It's a
Almost.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I can't. So if you need some hair growth,
Yeah.
and this has been 2 weeks. So if I don't cut it, we can only imagine what it'll be in a month.
I am amazed at just how
Yeah.
luscious it is.
I know. Those essential oils
2
work.
weeks.
You need to get a hold of Sarah McClanahan. Tell her, give me the hair growth serum or the hair growth formula, and she will hook you up. It works perfect.
Okay. I don't know where we're going
Does
tonight.
it look good?
We're
I don't know. I haven't really been combing it or nothing.
The back kind of has highlights in it,
Yeah.
like brighter, lighter
Could be from the
highlights.
sun, maybe.
It's probably where you've been
Where I
out
work out in the
working on
sun.
the railroad.
I'm not used to having this much hair, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like a work in progress.
Man, I don't know. Hey, David and Rachel Murphy, yes, DuckTales shirt. Thank you.
They're picking up on them shirts.
Picking up on them shirts. I love it. I'm going to give you guys a new shirt every time. So, all right. Well, let's go ahead and dabble right into the show. We've only got an hour. It's going to go longer than that. We're not going to get what we need to get done.
Right.
Brandi, this is your microphone. Everybody said that they could hear you a little bit, but if you were able to hold a microphone, or we'll just
Should I
test
hold
it
it?
out. I'll turn it up this way a little bit. We just want to make sure people hear you.
Yeah.
All right, because that's
Can
really
y'all
why
hear me?
people are tuning in. So, all right, Brad Pitt, why don't you get us started?
All right. Check this out. So we've had a lot. There's been a lot of stuff that's been going on outside of hair growth. We've had. So most of you know, if you've got girls that go to the school here, or if you got girls anywhere, a lot of times the volleyball starts real early in the year. And so our volleyball team, the Lady Soldiers, my hair's in my eye. What do you know?
You gotta,
You normally do it like
move it
that.
out of the way.
Mine's a little stiff. But anyway, they went and played, I believe it was Beth Haven, I believe is where they went.
Sure.
And the varsity and junior varsity went down there for our first game this week, and they beat them. They stopped them pretty good. They did, volleyball goes like, I guess, best out of 5. And they did really good the first 2 games. And the third game, Beth Haven fought back and beat them. And then we beat them in the 4th game. And that's pumped up. So we've off to a good start. We're big about our sports around here.
Undefeated.
Undefeated. Undefeated 1-0. Lady Soldiers at South Charleston Christian Academy. While we're on that, if you need a good place to go to school for your children or a Christian school, Capital City Baptist, we have a school here, South Charleston Christian Academy, and we would love for you to come visit with Principal Bill Burr or his wife. She's the secretary, Cindy Burr, and they'll introduce you to our pastor and all that stuff. But if you get a hold of them, they're here almost every day. I think you'd really enjoy it, and it's awesome. We've got basketball and volleyball for the kids, and we really make it a big deal.
Yep.
To come out and support them, even if some of us don't have kids, still like to come out. It's a good time. So
yeah, so we'll get the number and post that here throughout our website. So we'll what else we got, Tram? I don't have my notes in front of me because as always, here we are at 7:15.
That's right.
And Ben is setting everything up.
Well, you work
getting everything together.
Work full-time job.
And well, the point of the story was you were here at 7:15 as well.
Oh.
But you decided not to be in this room to help set up.
Okay.
Which I can see now you were preoccupied.
I was a little nervous about coming on with my new hair, really. I didn't know if I had it decorated correctly.
I don't think it's decorated.
Style.
You see, I'm way off. You see, I had a
You
military cut my
decorate a
whole life.
Christmas tree. You style hair.
Gosh. Okay, see?
Quote
I'm
that.
learning. You see, I'm a little red. I'm a little nervous. But, so yeah, we've got the Sassy Seniors coming up. Sassy Seniors are going to the Beverly Hillbillies. It's a show, the Beverly Hillbillies, and it's only like $10 a person. And they've got a bunch of people. They might even take 2 bus loads. And this, they put it out there for anybody that wants to go. Normally our seniors, Sassy Seniors is what they call themselves. It's normally like 55 and up, but this is going to be such a good show. It's like, come on, everybody come out. So if you want to do that.
September 1st.
Very good. That's September 1st. And that's $10 if you want to go. See, you can see a lot of different people, but Kenny and Brother Jerry Lancaster, they head that up, and they're in charge of that. And they would love to see you go. We also have...
You got open house. You got open house on the 28th at
Very
SCCA. Good. That's here. I found my notes here. 6 o'clock, come on out. It's from 6 to 8. School starts on September 4th. This place has been every day, somebody doing something. Miss Brandi, you were here all day, wasn't you?
For
I
don't know how long.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many things.
It's fun to be
so
here.
many things that was going on.
Sure.
And I'm just reading some notes.
Let me say something about it. So we got a lot going on, like you said. There's still plenty of work to do for the next week and a half.
Yeah.
Some of us have been here every day. Even after we get off work, we still come and do a little bit. You don't have to stay late. Some of us have stayed late, depending on what job we're doing, But even if you gave an hour, we would really appreciate it. I took me and some of the other ladies that's been working, we've been taking a bunch of pictures around here. They might not know this yet, but we're going to put a little collage together. We'll put something on Facebook and show everybody that's come out and helped in the different tasks they've been doing. So those of you that can't make it at least can see the new things that we've been doing to the church, to the school, and all that.
You're a lot more feminine now with long hair.
I feel like
putting together collages,
like this. You know what I mean?
And you're drinking coconut water.
Look at my hands.
You're drinking coconut water.
Like, I'm so serious.
Oh, man.
But that's essential work. Get with Sarah McClanahan.
And lastly, I want to invite everybody to Old Fashioned Sunday. This is for serious. This is a serious note here. September 30th, we're going to have Old Fashioned Sunday here. Starts at 10 o'clock. 10 to 10:30 is going to be regular Sunday school. Then at 10:45, we're going to have service outside on our yard. Hay bells. Chris Davis and his family's coming and singing. It's going to be kind of bluegrass based. Sing for quite some time. Preacher's going to preach a little bit. Then we're going to have a full course dinner. We're going to have carnival games outside for the kids. It's going to be a special day here. Weather's going to be nice, so we'll have more information on that right there. But September 30th, yes. We want you to come out and be a part of that.
So I can wear my overalls that day?
We encourage overalls and
Old
pigtails.
fashioned day, right?
Pigtails, straw hats, overalls,
straw
no
hats.
shoes, just barefoot. And we
Typical Friday night for the
we got to meet.
preachers.
So right after that 2 weeks ago, right after the recap, her mom and dad come in and stayed with them for a few days. So we got to meet them, and of course we prodded for a little bit of we need some authenticity to the stories. And that was true. She wasn't lying. They said, yeah, we was country. That's the way we was raised. And if you need them, if you don't. But that was really good. It was good to meet them.
Yeah.
You can see her mom was so nice and so talkative. And if she's watching, it was a pleasure to meet you all. Glad that you all showed up. We look forward to seeing you again. But I want to say this Sunday night, preacher said Wednesday, don't miss this Sunday night. He said, make sure that you're here because we're going to do something a little special that involves the school here because it's getting ready to start.
Right.
He didn't really put it all out there because he wants us to come anxiously in suspense. And but he said, make sure you're here. So if you watch this and you share it, remember, please hit the share button. Please, if you don't watch the show, just hit the share. It gets to more people. But come Sunday night and find out what preacher's got planned. And Miss Cindy and Principal Burr has got planned for what I guess introduce to the school that I don't know yet. We'll find out.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an SCCA
Sunday night, 6 o'clock. All right. Now let's pick up where we left off. I'm looking forward to this. Preacher has warned me once again on things that I can and cannot ask.
Oh,
But
God.
after last night, even in the middle of church service, you were like, hey, John, she's just sitting there. John, tell him who you used to preach to.
Yeah, it got out of control.
This is in the middle of church.
It went right along with his message.
And he used to preach to a poster of the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
You had to be there. You had to be in the moment. So
I was laughing.
I'm
so
excited
hard, I was
to hear
crying.
the different stories we're going to get at. Last week we talked about your engagement, or 2 weeks ago we talked about the engagement. We talked
And I
about
have a
how.
story to redeem him.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, let's do it right
Because,
now. Should we refresh your memory?
Get to okay. So if you remember, I'm going to tell the story because this is how I remember.
Oh my! So
Okay.
this is from Ben's perspective.
So
Well, now we have another female perspective here.
yeah, I'm outnumbered. I'm outnumbered 2 to 1.
Yes.
The
You're-
Travisina?
Yeah, the
grandma.
the
Shout out.
feminine.
Rest in peace, grandma.
So you decided to,
Oh,
preacher
man.
decided that he wanted to propose to you. He invited you over to his house, and the sun was still shining, and you decided to. He wanted to. You got bored. You wanted to. John, can we just do something? And he's like, no. And so you start getting aggravated. May have a little squabble or something like that.
Yeah, she was getting aggravated, she said.
And he says, okay, let's go outside, jump on the donkeys, and go down to the creek bank, which is a good Friday night in Georgia.
Right. He had it romantically laid out.
And then you got down to the muddy creek bank, and he washed your feet and quoted a bunch of Bible to you.
After we about fell off the donkeys.
After you tracked a mile or more in the mud on the donkeys.
Yes.
And then the brother-in-law's dog shows up, and chickens and roosters and everything else probably.
Right, that's what we said. Betsy and Ross was there.
See,
The
and Ross
mules.
was the mules.
Ben and Jerry.
Ben and Jerry.
That's why
ice
they call this
cream.
show the Ben and Jerry Show.
Well, no, these were. I don't remember what
But
their
and
names
then
were.
so you turned around to see the dog. Then you turned back around, and he says, "Will you marry me?" And you laughed,
Mhm.
and then you finally said yes. And then you had to go chase the mules or the donkeys in
Yes.
the neighbor's yard.
Yes.
So that is how our preacher and his wife became engaged. Now, if you would like to redeem, if he's told you to redeem him in some
So
fashion,
now we've
go
thought
right
about it.
ahead.
Well, he didn't tell me to say this.
Oh,
I
okay.
just thought of it today because you may think. I mean, you may think that story makes him not romantic, but to redeem him, I was thinking about this today. When we were engaged and he'd given me the engagement ring, so then we were talking about the wedding band, to go with it. Like, what should we get? And I really didn't expect to get one just because they're so expensive. And so he took me to Walmart.
Mhm.
And we looked at a little $20 Walmart wedding band.
Okay.
And that was the one. he bought it while we were there together at Walmart.
Sure.
And, I told him, I don't need a ring. I love you. I don't care about the
But you
ring.
had the engagement ring.
Yeah, I already had
Now
the
you're
engagement
picking
ring.
out the band.
The band
that goes
because
with
he
it.
didn't buy it in a set. So we had to pick
Right.
out a
Right.
wedding band.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I told him, yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with the little $20 Walmart wedding band. So that's what I thought I was getting on our wedding day when they say, when you're getting married and they say, okay, put the ring on the bride's finger and all that.
Right.
Well, during our actual wedding ceremony, when the best man pulled the ring out to do the whole vows, it wasn't the Walmart wedding band. It was one with diamonds on it, like from a real jewelry store. Like he surprised me with
Shine bright.
not the Walmart one, but
Right.
the diamond wedding band. So I thought that was awesome.
Oh yeah.
He did good on that.
Oh yeah.
Good for him.
It come in the clutch.
When I got engaged, it was like a movie. So I don't know if y'all want to hear that.
You got all this romantic stuff going on.
I'm pretty romantic at times.
Yeah.
Did you take pictures and?
Yeah, so
Filmed
we went to the beach with my wife's family, and I decided that I wanted to propose to her at the beach. So before dinner, while she was in the bathroom getting ready, I went down. We were on the 17th floor, and I went down to the beach. Me and my now brother-in-law Justin wrote, "Will you marry me?" in big letters in the
Aw.
sand.
Yeah.
So while I was doing this, there were people that were starting to congregate around.
See.
There were people outside on the balcony screaming like, "Yay, way to go,
Aw.
yay!" And so then, just long story short, there was about 50 people that stayed near me because they wanted to see what happens. And there were people out on their balcony. And so, once she got ready, she came out onto the balcony, and I screamed up there like, "Will you marry me?" And she screamed down, "Yes!" And it was like the whole hotel erupted.
That's
like,
awesome.
That's awesome, man. Like Titanic or something. That's
So
something
then-
that makes everything better.
Well, but then I was standing there in kind of like a cut-off wife beater because I was getting stuff, I wasn't putting my good clothes on,
Right.
and I had my
Sweat.
good clothes on. I had my good clothes over there that I was going to put on, but I forgot to because I was in the moment. And then I had to wait for her to go 17 floors down. But then she made it, and then you see her like slow-mo running across
Was she
the
really doing
boardwalk.
slow-mo?
No, it was in my mind.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
I didn't know if she was playing it all out.
No, she was running,
Like role playing.
and she came to me and like grabbed me, and I grabbed her in my arms, and everybody was like, "Yes!" There's strangers taking pictures and video that emailed them to me.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. So,
That's neat.
if you want to
That's
get married or you want to propose,
Get with Ben.
take that. Hey, Megan, thank you for noticing. I like when people notice stuff that I do. This is my my Bob Ross coffee mug.
Yeah,
I told you about that.
I do. I like it.
Bob Ross coffee mug. It's got cold liquid in there now, but when you turn it white, all the happy trees.
When you put hot liquid.
I'm sorry, when you put hot liquid in it, it turns white, and then all the happy trees pop up. That is painted.
It's actually pretty
That is
cool.
painted. If I may get a cup of coffee here halfway through. So
I appreciate you, Corey. Yeah, we've been putting that essential every night.
Corey says you look like Lance Bass.
Well, I put this Bass. I put this essential on every night, and this is what happened. I went from bald to beautiful in a matter of 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay, I'm happy about
Bald
that.
to
What's
beautiful,
the
that's
next?
funny.
Let's start here. All
We
right.
got
Get
some
to,
stuff.
so Brandi
Well,
redeemed.
That was a
John.
good move, by the way. You know what I mean?
He does. He seems
Change
like
that.
he's a romantic.
Did we give her testimony?
Well, I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about what we left off. You also told us your what you wanted to be when you grew up, or what you were leaning towards one of the jobs. Turned out it was like a broadcaster,
Newscaster.
a newscaster.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think you actually have done that in the past, right? Didn't you have like some sort of broadcasting
In high
job,
school,
or
it
so
was-
tell us about that, because this
Yeah.
is all about not only our church but other people to get to know you.
Right.
So
So
you,
I was a senior, either a junior or senior in high school, and our high school in Georgia had like a broadcast, broadcast video type class. They taught us a lot of different stuff. And it was all guys in there except for me and one other girl. We were the only 2 girls in there. And so me and her would rotate being one of the persons like we're doing now, and it would be a girl and a guy. And so me and her would rotate. And it was a show, and it was on TV for our whole high school, and it was on every other Friday. And like this is every other Thursday, it was every other Friday. And because the class couldn't think of a name, we called it the Every Other Friday Show.
Oh, great name.
And
Not bad.
that's
Great
what
name.
it was called. And so it
Just
was
rolls off the tongue.
Every
Yeah.
Every other Friday.
Every
show.
Other Friday Show. And it was a blast. We had fun. It would each, classroom had a TV, and every morning that, we would be on there for the whole high school to see.
So that was during school hours.
Yep.
You got the
Like during homeroom.
So
they
it was
showed
just
the
for the
video.
school. It wouldn't show up like on local
No.
channel that somebody could watch it sitting at home.
Mm-mm. Unfortunately not.
That's all right.
Pretty
It
cool,
was a
though.
new class, so. it
What
was
What
the
do
first
you
time.
enjoy more, the Every Other Friday show, or appearing as a regular cast on the recap?
Oh, I love the recap.
There you
I
go.
had a blast last 2 Thursdays ago.
We did have a ball.
It was so much fun.
So
Yeah.
you've had a little bit of broadcasting in your past, is what I'll say. So let's talk about where you're from. Talk about your whatever you want to talk about, your early years all the way up to where we're at when you moved to West Virginia.
So I think I shared last time just how I'd grown up in church. Thought I got saved at 7 at
Mhm.
VBS. Then
Mm-hmm.
truly, rededicated my life and really met the Lord in middle school at a youth camp. And so after that youth camp is when I got serious about the Lord, and I started reading my Bible and praying every day. My mom gave me devotionals to do. And so I just fell in love with Jesus as a, middle school girl. And so thankfully I had people that came into my life to disciple me. I had an awesome youth pastor, an awesome youth intern, and they really poured into me.
That's a big deal.
And so they really helped me grow as a Christian. I was involved in something called SWAT ministries from 10th grade through college. It was kind of like a part-time job because I did get paid. I had forgotten about that part because I saw it more as a ministry. But we would do Disciple Now weekends for youth groups. And so we would travel as a team and go to different churches. And from Friday night to Sunday morning, we would host a Disciple Now weekend. And I would teach the girls in a home, at night in a breakout session. And then there would be a preacher who would preach on the Friday night service and the Sunday morning service. And then on Saturdays, we would either do a mission trip little thing for the day or recreation. So I enjoyed that ministry. I also worked at like Super Wow at a youth camp as a speaker there. When I was in college, like right before I got married, a whole summer working at the beach, doing youth ministry. It was like the best job ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say. Sounds like
it was awesome. And I did work at a pool one summer, so I've just kind of had a lot of fun jobs, like ministry jobs and then working at a pool and stuff like that as I was growing up. I played sports. I enjoyed playing sports, and I spent a ton of time at the church and helping, my youth pastor and stuff like that. So then, went off to college, and like I shared last time, how I met John, how we served in ministry together at the college through the Baptist Student Union there. It was a Bible college. And so we just enjoyed doing ministry together. Even when John and I were dating, we worked together at a revival ministry in Georgia, in Athens, near the university, where his dad and his mentor would set up a big trailer on the back of a truck. It would be a big stage, and they would have different speakers and different singers. And John and I would mainly hang around and look for the lost people to walk up to the stage, and then we would just kind of walk around and share the gospel. And so John and I did a lot of that street ministry or street evangelism when we were dating or when we were and when we were early newlyweds, we would do that street evangelism. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then that was like college and early into marriage. Then I had babies and had one boy after another, and
Still having more.
still having boys.
Here we are.
How far along are we again?
7 months.
I think we're 7 months. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
It's all of our pregnancy.
We're all pulling for
Little baby Ezra. He'll be here soon.
That's
We
right, I forgot
we
about that. Ezra
we
Travis.
named a baby last week.
Ezra Travis. I forgot.
E.T. phone home.
E.T. It's a good one.
No ET.
I like it.
We might change the name on y'all. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
It's still up in the air.
All right, what's the next segment we got? Let's do
Well,
the
we talk about
questions
our
for it.
book of the Bible.
Yeah. So now we'll go rapid fire. We'll give you a bunch of questions, and you tell us.
We can talk about it.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. So they're over there. You ask them.
What is your favorite book of the Bible and why? Or what do you like about it? Or whatever?
Get that hair. I just
I
don't
know. Hey,
It's hard to look at him seriously with that.
It is.
hair.
It's just like I don't. How long are you gonna keep that up?
I need to cut it, I guess. A fade or
Go
something.
to Red's barbershop.
I was just so excited that it worked.
Yeah.
Essential oils, if you don't know, rub them on
If
your
you
head.
just not joined us,
Get
Travis
with,
grew hair.
get with Sarah McClanahan. She has a hair growth formula concoction of essential oils.
And they
And
try to sell it on Andy Griffith.
put 'em
one
on your
time. It was
head.
like,
I think we need to take a Shark Tank. The results are proof. But and make sure you like and share, get the video out there. But so, and if you just got on and you don't know who this is, because there's a lot of people that watch this that don't go to our church. This is Miss Brandi Smith. She is our pastor's wife, and she was on here last week. But we had such a good time. We really didn't. I mean, we got to know her, but there were so many things we wanted to talk to her about. We didn't get it. She's back here again this week, and so we're shotgunning her some questions.
all right, shotgun. Here we go. Rapid fire. Favorite book of the Bible.
So the book of James.
Oh,
And I don't know if it's because my mentor made me memorize, the first couple chapters of that. I don't know if that's why it's my favorite book.
So you can say the first couple chapters of James?
I
How
don't
you
know if I
think you
still
do it?
Do
can.
it. Go.
how many you think you can go? Look, I got it. Not that I'm gonna check you.
Now this was back when I used like NIV, so it's a different version of
We're
it.
just gonna paraphrase.
So it's
We're
like,
paraphrasing.
oh man, I haven't tried to say this in like 15 years or 20 years.
Can you
I'm
say
getting
the-
If you go for a while,
Let's
yeah,
say.
I'm gonna start
say-
rooting for you if you start.
let's go at least James 1.
Well, we're
1
just
through
memorize.
3.
Just roll it.
Oh,
No, because
okay.
if it goes like 30 minutes and we're done. I mean,
She ain't gonna get 30 minutes, but I will start cheering if you hit like 10 verses.
So I was like 15 when I memorized this, and now I'm 34, so I don't know how much. But I think, okay, James, the servant of God, to the Lord Jesus Christ, or to the 12 tribes scattered among Judah, grace and peace be unto you, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
that's exactly what it says in the Bible. Or something like
Consider, is that where it says consider it pure joy whenever you
That's
face,
3.
or is that chapter 3?
That's chapter 3. This is-
Okay.
no, it says kind of joy. You're talking about diverse temptations.
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
continue. You're right.
Consider or count it all joy.
Count it all joy.
When you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith develops perseverance, and perseverance, when it's completed its work and you develops faith, or faith when it
It's like
completes its work and you develops perseverance, and then you'll be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously to all without finding fault.
okay. That's 5. Very good.
And then some of it, like chapter 4, talking about submit yourselves to God, resist the devil, he'll flee from you.
Oh yeah.
I
love that
like
verse
those
too.
verses. And then about confess your faults one to another,
Mhm.
so that you may be healed. The effective prayer of a righteous man availeth much. There's several little chunks in the book of James that I just love. I love that it says when you go through a trial, you can consider it joy, because when you go through a trial, it will make you stronger on the other end.
That's right.
And even though the trial may not be fun, it is meant to develop you into a stronger Christian. It's meant to grow your faith. And Pastor John kind of preached on that, last week. And he shared his story of his trial in India. And that was the biggest test of our faith in our marriage that we've ever had.
Right.
Because at the same time, he was experiencing health issues that were very, very serious. And, and so that was like a major test of our faith. Were we going to trust God, or was I going to be scared that I would never see my husband again,
Right.
or that he'd be in jail in another country for
Sure.
20 years? And so it was a test. So, and the test of faith do really grow your faith.
I like that you call him Pastor John.
Well,
Have you always called him that?
no, not
What do
always.
you call him? Like, hey, when
John, probably call him John. Maybe,
Well,
maybe honey.
Around the kids, I call him daddy because I want them to call him dad or daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So when we're like at home, I probably call him dad or daddy.
Okay.
Like my mom called my dad dad. She didn't call him Ron.
Yeah, I understand.
She would call him dad.
I
Okay.
know what you're saying.
So, but out in public,
You call him.
I don't call him that.
You know,
I
your
call
boy.
him,
Remember
I
now.
call him John, or if we're usually only
Like
if we're at
sweetheart,
church, I'll say
honey bun?
Pastor John. I don't really have a sweet nickname. I'm not very sweet.
No.
I don't have a sweet nickname for him. Sorry.
He is the romantic of
John.
the relationship.
Yeah, I'm probably not very romantic.
That's his job.
Well, you said.
Y'all will have to ask John.
That's his job.
Oh, we'll ask you.
It's his job.
All right, what else we got?
I want to say James might be my favorite book as well.
Really?
I think that it is, but it's tough.
It's
But
got some hard stuff in
I
there,
really like James.
but it's good.
James helps me to want to do for Christ.
Mhm.
So not that I have to, right? For salvation, we understand all that. Salvation is by grace through faith. But even though he points out that if we are saved, or if we love Jesus, that our actions would show it accordingly. And I love
Right.
that through James.
Yeah.
Because it helps me. Because sometimes, right? Sometimes my actions don't want to, please God. Sometimes I want to please self. And James helps me because my past was not the best past. So it creeps up on you a lot, and it helps me to get through that. And just like he said, then trials work with patience in us, and a full and mature and entire work. And that's what Pastor talked about, just like you said, with the faith trials and knowing that God was sovereign. So knowing that the trials that we face is on purpose from God, that he's sovereign. That means that he's in full control,
Right.
that he sees his child of God that's saved, and the things in his life, whether good or bad, God has permitted them or God has done them. And sometimes it can just be a test. I
Yeah.
love that. It's powerful.
So, what's your favorite song?
The one, well, that changes a lot because I like music. I like to listen to music, and of course, if you were at Vacation Bible School, you saw that I love to sing and dance. Like I just love music, and so my favorite song.
What was that one about a
changes.
boy and a girl in a boat?
Oh yeah, I learned that at girls' GA camp.
Yeah.
The
What's
little
GA
canoe.
stand for?
Girls in Action.
Girls in Action.
Yeah.
Getting it done. Getting it done.
That's old school, Camp Pinnacle in the North Georgia mountains.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's where I learned that song.
How many camps do you think you've been to in your life?
Oh, man. Oh, I shared it on a Facebook Live how many youth camps I've been to, but I didn't count all the kids' camps I've been to.
So you're
Much
like,
of
it.
you're like a camp
Probably 30
Campaholic.
camps. I
girl.
don't
You're a
know.
campaholic.
A ton, yeah.
Can you start a fire without a match?
No.
You're not like a.
I'm not that
woods-
kind of
You're not like
camper.
a wilderness.
Not like
I'm
Go out with
You
those
just like
shoes
to
on.
go. You just like to go and everything
I
be
wear
done
shoes
for
to
you.
hike up the mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I want to go and sit and let somebody else build the fire. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
This is how we're
That's where
learning.
the man ought to know how to build the fire.
Can you build a fire
Yeah.
without a match?
Yes.
Don't you just
Well, I mean-
rub two sticks together and
Yeah,
then a
you
fire
got here's
comes?
That's exactly
Or
right.
take a lighter and leaves. Does that work?
I can light it without a match. I use a lighter. That's good. I mean, that's true. No, but
I
you
just use
got
hot coals.
here's the thing that people don't like to do when it comes to building a fire out in the woods. They don't realize the importance of super teeny tiny small stuff. They want to get this
The
stuff. that's
kindling, is
been-
that what it's called?
yeah, it's just a little bit of fire starter. You need stuff like super dry pine needles, super small dry twigs. It has to be dry and not green. When you put it in there, you can either use flint and steel, or yes,
I
you
don't carry that around.
right. Well, if you but if you was going camping,
Okay.
like
I mean,
like a
I guess-
backpack. If you was going backpacking, you best have some flint
Flint.
steel or some waterproof matches or something. Flint and steel, you scrape it and it does a spark.
I watched Survivor.
We have super
I
dry
know.
stuff. I've done that many times actually. The other way is, you can take some sticks and put them together, and then you twist that stick so fast that it starts to make the two wood.
Then you got to throw it in there.
Then you got to have that
blow on it.
have that real small pieces of wood in there.
John
But
knows
that's
how
hard.
to build a fire, so usually he'll build the fire.
Yeah. How in the world did we get
But
to that?
I
I was
don't
talking about your
know.
favorite song.
Oh yeah, favorite song to building a campfire. Well, I don't know, but it's that song y'all sing here in the choir. I got saved.
Yeah.
I've got Jesus. How could I want more?
That's right. How
What's
could I
that
want
called? The name of it?
I'm
Yeah.
undone.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
it.
undone
Right.
by the mercy of Jesus.
Right.
That's my favorite song right
I'm
now.
undone by the goodness of the Lord.
Yeah, I got saved. I've got Jesus. How could I want more?
Right.
I love that part.
How awesome is that?
That is
I feel the spirit every time.
I
That
did.
song is
It's
sung.
like,
I love it.
that's
I love
me.
it.
You know, that
Yeah.
song fits you.
It's good. That's my favorite song now.
Okay.
We
Yep.
got to rock that Sunday morning. Don't miss Sunday morning.
Don't miss Wednesday night
this-
choir practice.
Hey, look.
What time? 6:15.
Travis.
Sunday's that. Hey, I know. Look, I know.
It's fine.
I work too.
I'm
many
over
jobs.
it. I'm over
I
it.
need
Tell me
I need
about
a
it.
different job, right?
I'm over it. I had a bad night last night. I'm over it.
Okay, listen.
Breathe in, breathe
Sunday
out.
morning's
Give
going
me
to be
some oils
off
to
the hook
sniff.
around here.
All right. What's the next one?
The choir does sound great.
Somebody get my
He
boy
does a great
feel
job
like
with
a
that.
fan. Yes, he does. This is our choir director. If you didn't know, if you're watching, didn't know, Brother Ben Lancaster. It comes from a long line of singers
They do
and
a great
musicians.
job.
I'm not
And,
musically talented though.
Oh, you can sing.
That's all you got to do. Make sure that we're singing.
Go like this, right?
It's that
Yeah,
easy.
but you got to do it with the mouth. Here's the thing: like sometimes
You
know,
used to sing.
sometimes
Somebody
the-
said you used to sing at your old church. Why don't you sing here?
I do have a song on my heart that I was going to ask you about.
Well, ask me right now.
Let's do it live.
Oh, man.
Go.
What
It
Sing
song?
it right
is-
now.
Well, I used to sing it a long time ago with two other men, so it's like a 3-person song.
Here we are.
How does it go? It's the one that talks about, and somebody may already sing it here.
That's
It
okay.
talks about I'm blessed, like it's been a long journey, but I've been blessed.
Been a long journey, but I have
Yeah,
been
that's
blessed.
been on my
walking
heart.
with Jesus.
I have no regrets.
regrets.
Yeah,
Huh? Get it? Come here.
that's the song.
I thought we was getting ready to go.
I need to
I
go
was
to
getting
practice first.
Don't do this.
I know, I'm sorry. But it's so, yeah, or you can sing the choir too if you want.
Yeah, just get
You
up
know,
there.
just pal in on the middle row somewhere and fill in.
No, you need to be fresh.
I can only sing in C though. Like I can't go high, but I'm not very.
Travis is
I'm not very good.
It's good that you know
only
what C is.
C.
There's
only
a lot
the
of
key
us.
of C.
There's a lot of us that don't even know that.
I think
so
if
you're
Jeremy-
a step ahead of a
If
lot
Jeremy's still watching, he was always in the key of F or key of G.
of us.
I couldn't
Yeah.
do that.
You know what I'm
I'd
saying?
be mad
Give
at
me a
you.
G.
Give me a G.
I'm not
Mom.
sure we was even in the G, but that's what we always ask for.
Jeremy always asks for G for good.
That
Like
is what
G.
most hymns are in, right?
I wonder if
That's
he's still
what I heard.
watching. I saw him join on here.
So the favorite song,
Give me a
that's a
little
good
G.
one. That's a good one. And I'll put the plug in. Make sure you're here Sunday morning, 10 o'clock for Sunday school, 11 o'clock for the hour mass. Things are happening around here. If you don't have a place to go, we'd love to have you.
All
And
right.
then you can put the choir director to the test.
Yeah.
See how you like him.
Oh well. Anyway, all right. So when your husband was on, he wanted to be a ninja. You remember that story?
Oh yeah. No.
If he wasn't a pastor, he wanted to be a ninja.
Yeah.
So if you wasn't a pastor's wife and take
That-
broadcaster off of the table,
Yeah, there's two more.
there's two more. Teacher was another one.
Mhm. Or like a
Hairstylist, maybe?
No, it's
No.
a physical fitness.
No, it was a trainer, a healer.
like a natural doctor, like an herbalist. I
You
bought,
bought some herbal teas.
I bought some herbs. I got them in the mail the
Yeah, I
other day.
saw
I wanted,
I'm really
I wanted
into
to
that,
talk
by
to
the
you
way.
about that. I
And-
brew my own tea a lot. So if you
Do you really?
Tea? You grew your own tea?
brew,
My mind was like, "Whoa, that's illegal."
it's a great tea. You can't grow tea?
No, I was thinking something bad that
Marijuana?
most people talk about growing. People
Okay.
can't grow peppermint tea, you know.
I just wanted to talk to you about tea, and now you accuse me
Sorry.
of growing.
Right, Boston Tea Party.
So you brew your own tea?
Well, I mean, I guess it's
What do you do?
Well, you get the leaves and then you heat it up. You do the percolating. You let
So
it.
you use the loose leaf
Yes.
tea.
So I was going to talk to you. I want.
Yeah.
I want
Man,
some
I'm
of that.
impressed.
Yeah.
I love tea.
Well, when you come over to the apartment, we can make you some tea.
Okay. I'll be over there tomorrow.
But my plan is to make an herbal tincture with one of those herbal teas for flu season because it helps you not get the flu. And I used to have it in stock at the house, and we used it all. And so I bought more to make more. You like heat it up with glycerin, because we do the non-alcoholic kind. I don't like to, some tinctures are made with alcohol, but I don't buy or use alcohol. So I make them like kid-friendly with vegetable glycerin. So I heat up the glycerin with the herbal tea,
Yes.
like all the herbs that are in it, and you just stir it on the.
I really don't go.
That'd be awesome. I love
And then
I
you
love
strain
good
it
herbal
out,
tea.
That's
and
a
then
lot.
you take it as an herbal.
That's a big deal.
I was gonna see if Ada wanted to come over and.
Oh, she'd love that. She's big in on all that stuff.
So,
Yeah.
all right.
But
So if you're not an herb, go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. They make, is this the same thing or not? That's the reason I'm asking. They make some, you can go to like the healthy stores and all that stuff, and you can get herbal tea already in a packet that's supposed to be natural and
You can buy it already
and
made.
some of it says like immune tea and
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you can
That's
buy
the same
it
thing, it's just
already.
not as fresh, I guess,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, loose
'Cause I
leaf
do use
tea
that.
is fresher,
I got
and we use all kinds. Depends on how much time I have.
I love it. There's one for cold, there's one for like a sore throat.
Yeah,
They have certain names for it, but I
breathe
just
easy or
and I put it in
throat coat. Yeah,
throat coat. That was the one
Yeah.
I just used like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
you can
and-
buy them in the grocery store.
Yeah, I love them.
Yeah,
I think they work.
yeah.
It's amazing.
Sarah said
I
you
got you.
steep it. You steep tea.
Steep tea.
Yeah.
I got
Okay,
you.
well,
Sorry.
Ben's a steeper. Look at it.
Steep it
Yes,
away.
ma'am. She ready.
Yeah.
All right. So if you wasn't any of those, which I mean, that kind of takes a lot off the table. What would you want to be?
Well, or we could say teacher if you because one of them was teacher.
Yeah.
Is there? Can we get more specific with
What
that?
do you mean?
Do you mean like I want to work with young children, or I would like to be
Oh.
older, adult? Like what kind of a teacher
Well,
in school? I mean,
I just like one of my motivational gifts is teaching. Like it's prophet and then it's teacher right behind it.
mhm.
So my favorite thing to teach is the Bible. Like to teach the Bible to kids, like at Vacation Bible School. Teaching,
yeah, I've seen you as really, you
teaching
enjoying that.
Yeah.
younger kids the Bible, or teaching youth girls Bible studies, or teaching ladies Bible studies, or my favorite thing to teach is the Bible.
Yeah.
But like I also loved, because we used to homeschool our kids. Last year was the first time that our children went to a Christian school in Kentucky. And so we had always homeschooled our 3 boys, and I loved teaching them how to read. That was just so cool to me, to be able to teach phonics and to see my child go from not reading at all to being able to read and to learn to do math. So I enjoyed that whole pre-K kindergarten, teaching them how to read. It's just so fulfilling to be able to say, wow, I taught my child how to read,
Sure,
or I taught someone how to read. So
Maybe we should.
yeah, that's fun too.
Maybe
so,
we should like start a show, and you can do a Bible study on here.
cool.
It'll be the brand.
She kind of did a little one there at the house at one time. She did a little live, but she was talking about
Yeah,
youth
well, yeah,
camp
you do it.
specific. But
Yeah,
she
you
can
do
do
it.
this. You can do the same thing.
Well, I'm saying like
You have to be able to
bring-
set a time.
Yeah, you have your own studio. You can borrow all of our stuff here, like we.
Hey, sounds good.
There you go.
I miss our live audience. Like
It
last
is a lot of
time
fun.
we
Yeah.
were here, we had a live audience, and I think
I know.
it really did bring more energy
It does.
to the show when you have a live audience.
It does.
I miss you guys who were here last time.
Yeah, we had like 8 or 10 people in here.
That's
Well,
right.
well, Preacher was in here because he was worried I was going to,
That I was gonna say
if
something.
I was going to pull information that was not supposed to be out there on the internet.
Well, because I have embarrassed him our whole marriage by saying stuff.
Right, like
Oh,
Incredible
yeah.
Hulk,
Really
Incredible
worried.
Hulk or something like that.
Hulk smash!
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I remembered that from Bible college. I remembered seeing that green Hulk poster in his room, and I was like, why would a very serious Bible student have a big poster of the Hulk in his room? And I was like, why is this in your room? Oh,
here, speak of
comes
the
my
Hulk.
husband.
And here comes preacher in and to the right.
So, anyways, then he told
You
me
wanna
it
come
was
over?
because he practiced preaching to it. But like Billy Graham used to preach to just
Oh yeah, there's
whoever
nothing
would
wrong with
listen.
that.
I mean, you have to
For
practice.
sure.
So, yeah.
All right.
I thought it was that. I thought that he liked the characteristic of the Hulk before he finished the story. I thought he was going to say that when he's preaching, he becomes something.
That's what I was
the
gonna
Hulk,
say, like
because the
he-
Hulk's just David Banner all the time, and then when he gets mad, he turns into the Hulk.
And when
So
he
he's
starts
like,
preaching, he
transformed.
Yeah,
Wasn't
he
the
don't.
case.
He don't. Though.
I don't
Okay.
think it had anything to do with that. I think he just needed something to practice preaching to. But then when we got married, he would practice preaching to me. I mean, like, this was before we had kids. Well, actually, this went on.
Would he get
for-
mad if you don't like go to the altar?
Because my wife would shut that down.
I mean,
This
but
is
he
altar.
was like-
We'll practice altar call.
Come over to the love seat.
I need you to be
And if you
obedient.
do not,
I
do
need
not
you to
come
be-
forth, then I didn't do a good job.
Yeah, I need you to be obedient now.
Here's an altar call.
Don't fight you. Of course, he tried to convict her. She'd be the only one. Now, I don't know if there's a problem here, but whoever I'm talking to,
I feel like the Lord.
I know you
I
talking
feel like
to
the Lord's leading me to say this. I'm not pointing anybody out. She's the only one sitting there. Well, he's talking about me.
man.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
There's people all over this place around here.
Yeah, they're working right now.
People
As we
working
speak,
all
trying
over
to
the
get this
place.
thing. Do you have any hobbies?
I love to read books. So I'm
Recommend
a
a
dork.
good book
I'm a dork.
Yep.
A good book.
for. Well, yours is probably all women related. So Travis will read them because he's real feminine now.
Well, let's see. I'm always reading more than one at one time. And like the last one I read, I don't want to recommend
very
it
good at
because even though it was a Christian book, it had some things in there I didn't agree with. So I'm not going to recommend it.
Hey, let's
so let's see. What's another?
Standing right there.
I would be a good critic. You know what I'm saying? Like, read this, tell me what was good, bad. I'll tell you what was bad about it.
Sure. Well,
Tell me
I
what
actually,
was good
So you
about
should be
it.
like a movie, like people
That'd be
give you
something
a
else you
movie
could do.
script or something,
a critic.
and you be a critic.
A critic.
I do think this. That's a good point. So I think it's important to point out that when she reads the book, a Christian book, and I know some people like to read, just other books that
I
are
like
just
to read Christian books.
yeah, and that's good. And when you read the Christian book, I think it's important how when she reads it, she's just not taking it all for gospel. You decipher, what they're teaching, and make sure that you know what the Bible says about it. That'd be good for all of us in our reading time. Make sure that we're paying attention that the context of the Christian book doesn't deviate from what we know the Bible says.
What was
That's a
the
good
one
point.
book you recommended? Because we have a lot of younger ladies that are searching for husbands.
Yes.
So what was that book? Once again, you recommend them, or
Yeah.
that you read, and probably a good recommendation.
So right now, me and a couple young ladies are just started a Bible study, and it's called Lady in Waiting. And y'all, this is an old Bible study. There's a chapter book and there's a devotional Bible study guide. And if you want to know more about it, just let me know. I can help you with that. But I did this Bible study back in 1999, like when I was in high school.
Like it's 19.
And so, I don't know if you can even buy it now, but I can make you copies of it. If you can't buy it now, it's probably still on Amazon. But it's called
Sure,
Lady
I'll
in
bet you find
Waiting. There was another one called When God Writes Your Love Story, and I let somebody borrow that book, so I don't have it to let anybody borrow, but it's called When God Writes Your Love Story, and there's
We could probably
There's
type
a-
those names in on the comments of somebody.
yeah,
Hey, let me got you
there's
right here.
another
Let
one
me
called
earn my keep around here.
Authentic Beauty.
A lady
is
in
another-
waiting.
And
Yeah.
you read.
Lady in Waiting.
A lady in
Like
waiting.
she's
Waiting. That's a
waiting
song.
on a
That's a
husband.
That's a song. Lady in red.
No, not that.
Not that.
She's like waiting on God to bring her husband.
Right.
And what's the other one?
Authentic Beauty is one, and then When
I
God
don't know how to
Writes
spell authentic.
AUTHENTIC.
That's the teacher coming out here.
EEAUTY. Beauty.
BEA, beautiful.
Authentic Beauty
There you go.
is one of them. And then When God Writes Your Love Story.
When God
That just
dips
grows.
his pen.
But one that I'm
in my
rereading
heart.
now, and this is one that I've been recommending to ladies who are either trying to get pregnant or who want to have a baby and they can't, or who are pregnant or who want to have a natural childbirth. Like, I am rereading this book and I recommend it to ladies. It's called Supernatural Childbirth, and it's full of King James Version Bible verses in the back of it and testimonies, and it's full of amazing truths that
Good.
helped me
Supernatural
have
child.
3 incredible, amazing natural childbirths that only God could do. I mean, they were pain-free. It was a pain-free,
I want no part
natural,
of that. I don't
pain-free,
want
whatever.
no part.
So that's a book for
Kudos
ladies.
to you. I want no part of that.
What is another one? And The Lord of Birth. For all, there's probably not
You got
many.
a ton of books.
There's
Yeah,
probably
you
not
read a
many
lot.
pregnant people
I can't believe you
watching
think
right
about the name of the books. That many right off the top. Like, I got to go in my bookshelf and
I want a home library. Like, I want a room in my house that
right.
is a
The
library.
bookshelves all the way around.
Hey.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love books.
Preacher,
If
make
you-
that happen. Make
If
that
y'all come over to
Bring a
my
book.
apartment, you'll see books everywhere.
I'm coming over
I
tomorrow to
mean,
get tea.
Everywhere. Yeah, I
Tea
bought
time.
pumpkin pie tea for the fall.
Mm.
You can put milk and honey in it. Yeah.
All right, we're getting
It's
close
yummy.
to an hour. Let's do the
So-
4 horsemen. Because you're with child, as you mentioned.
You
It's a
said
good
4 horsemen of
segue.
favorite foods.
4 horsemen of favorite food. So here's how we
Because
play
she's
this
pregnant,
game.
right? Because
'Cause you're
she's
with
pregnant,
child.
right? She might be craving foods.
Maybe craving
That's why Brother
foods.
Ben picked this.
Of course, we like food.
We like
And-
kings around here.
And so, well, here's how we play the game. Caleb, you pick the order.
What?
Pick the order between us 3. Who's first?
Who
who's
goes
second,
first,
who's
second, and third?
You pick the order.
Each time or just now?
No, just right now. Give me Ben.
I go Ben, Travis, Brandi.
All right.
Okay.
Ben, Travis, Brandi.
Ooh, I love it. Of course, y'all know my favorite is cream cheese bean gravy. So I can't say that one.
No, you can't. So here's how it works. I'm going to say 1. Then Travis is going to say 1. Then you're going to say 2.
Oh, okay.
Then you're going to say, Travis say 1. And I'm going to say 2.
Kind of like an accordion.
So it's like we
You
call
just
it a
have to
snake.
tell me
but
when
yeah.
to go.
All right. So
Okay.
this is
I
the
have
4
heard that
horsemen
before.
of your favorite food. So I'm going right off the bat, and there is nothing better, in my opinion, than my mom's manicotti.
Oh,
I
haven't
like
had that in
manicotti,
a
too.
while.
I love
That's so good. I'm getting
me
hungry. I haven't ate.
some manicotti
That used to be my
with
favorite
garlic
food.
bread. You
Oh,
need to
yeah.
talk to my mom. You need to have her to make
So
it.
Miss
Whip-
Elaine
and like-
makes good manicotti.
I love it.
She probably will watch
ain't
the show.
watching.
Missy Lane. We
She
love
ain't watching.
manicotti around here.
Shout out to Miss Elaine.
Love it.
manicotti.
We-
Manicotti, garlic bread, number 1.
Wow.
Gun to my
Oh,
head.
that makes me want to have it right now.
I know, it's so good.
See y'all tomorrow. We're out. All right, Travis.
My turn. Stuffed green peppers.
Ooh,
What?
Stuffed green
What?
That's your
peppers.
number 1.
What are they
That's your
stuffed
number
with?
1.
That's number 2.
Like a
It's
bell
your
pepper?
number 1.
Well, no, my number 1 is cream cheese beef and gravy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But no, I like stuffed green peppers.
You never heard of a
You-
stuffed pepper?
You
I
mix.
have,
you
but
mix
it's
like-
just an odd favorite food to have.
Have you ever met Travis?
I mean, it's just kind of
look
odd.
at look at his hair.
Only 2 months ago.
Yeah. Well, I
Feels
love.
like a lifetime.
They do feel like brothers. To
I
me already.
love stuffed green peppers, man. My dad used to make them homemade, and they was killer.
What do you put in it? Ground beef?
Yes, beef and rice, and there's a
Okay.
red sauce.
Yeah,
Of course, it's in the green pepper.
yeah,
I think it might have onion chopped or something else in it too. But
yeah.
the
I
red
think I've
sauce, I'm
had
not
that
sure
once
what's all that
before.
is, but I love it. It's an acquired taste, not everybody.
I don't care.
That's
for
a
it.
healthy choice.
What do
Yeah.
you,
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
what do you? All right, what's yours? You got 2 now.
Chocolate.
All chocolate.
Duh.
All
Chocolate.
chocolate. Every bit of it. Is that because the baby wants chocolate?
No,
or is
I've
that
always,
you've always
loved
wanted chocolate?
Now, like,
It doesn't matter. Like if I
Dark
bring you,
chocolate,
if
milk
I bring
chocolate?
you a bowl,
Well-
a bucket of chocolate.
I'll tell you what kind because it's changed. Growing up, I was like, I ate junk food, I ate sugar all the time, junk. Then, like, I got sick and I had to eat really healthy. And so now I kind of do a mixture of both, like because I got
You need healthy
healthy.
chocolate.
So now I try to buy chocolate that doesn't have milk in it, like dark chocolate or
my
like
favorite.
just chocolate, like dark chocolate chips, or like I'll put chocolate chips that don't have milk in them, like I'll buy them at Kroger or online.
You just eat them like
And
this.
I'll put them in everything. Like I put them in my oatmeal this morning.
What kind was
that's
it?
all right.
What kind was it?
They have some from Kroger called Enjoy Life, and they're like
I don't know if I
they're
have.
like healthier chocolate chips.
Sure.
And so I put them in my oatmeal this morning. I put them in muffins. I put them in pancakes. I put them in peanut butter and honey mixed up and just eat it.
No,
I mean,
Oh, that
fine.
peanut butter honey
That's
is good.
fine. I mean, but you don't just sit there like with a big log of chocolate
No.
and eat it.
every now and then I'll buy, like, as far as candy bars go, I love Snickers and Baby Ruth. Those
Okay.
are my two favorite chocolate candy
We want
bars.
everybody out here to bring Miss Brandi a Snickers and or Baby Ruth.
And of course,
This Sunday.
Hershey's with almonds, you know.
Because she's with child. She's
All that's
raising our
good.
baby Ezra. It's all of our babies.
How much? I don't know. Okay.
So chocolate, yeah, that's my first one. Do I go again? The
Yes.
second one?
Yep.
Bacon. I love bacon.
They love that.
Real
Wait,
bacon? Or
Richie,
you
have you
go-
been-
I feel like
Real-
you're going to say turkey bacon or
No.
some from an organic
Pork,
pig.
Bacon, fried
Yeah, the
in a
unhealthy
cast iron
Unhealthy.
skillet.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Unhealthy.
Cast
pork,
iron skillet.
Cast iron skillet. Like our
I
cast
hear
iron
you.
skillet,
I got you.
I have 3 of them and they stay in our oven because we
That's what we
That's
do
what we
that.
cook with.
That's-
And right now, I have a cast iron
That's the way to do
skillet
it.
that's like this big. It's covered with bacon grease. And I think Pastor John fried that bacon last because he's better at frying it than I am.
That's exactly how we do it.
And I just leave it. It's in the oven right now, covered
Yes.
with this thick of bacon grease.
But it's good
I
for the
love
pack. It's good for the
bacon.
for
It's good
a
for the
skillet.
food.
That's good for that.
It
That's right.
seasons
Helps
that.
cure it. That's
Yeah.
right.
So bacon.
I love it like
Oh,
that.
love
Travis, so you're number 2.
Is it me again? Okay. Blue crabs.
Is this normal?
For him, yes.
Listen,
Blue
For-
crabs.
For
yeah,
a regular person,
Hey,
no.
listen. Well, just because you don't eat them here, okay? Now, if we lived down south somewhere or in Maryland, blue crabs would be very popular.
Well, how do you cook it? How do you
It's a
eat
whole
it?
crab. You steam them. You can boil them, I guess, but they steam the whole crab.
It's not like the crab legs at the Chinese restaurant.
No, that's just regular crab legs. That's
I
like
think
a
it's
snow
like
crab leg.
fake crab.
A blue crab's
I
only
like those crab legs.
blue crab's only like this big,
Okay.
and it comes with the whole body, legs and all. And you take the body, stick your thumbs in the back of it, and you split the body in half. And then
See,
you dig out the guts and the lungs, and then you rip the legs out, and all the meat is on the inside
Guts
of
and
the blue crab.
lungs.
Yeah,
Guts and lungs.
Right.
they actually call the lungs, I think, dead man's fingers or something, because if you eat the lungs, you can die. But you pick them off, and man, it tastes so good though. There's this one place.
Does Anna cook that for you?
Oh no.
Or do you
I
go
don't
to
have-
a restaurant?
Yeah,
I
when I-
guarantee you
when I'm on
every food that
when
he
I'm at
says,
the
I
gym-
don't want no part of it.
When I'm at the beach or whatever, I'll get them or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And not every place has them, but there's one place named Louisiana Lancaster or something like that. Louisiana
You nailed it.
Lancaster.
You nailed it.
Okay, and they make these blue crab. It's like an appetizer. They just call it blue crab claws. But they take the claw and they'll break it out where the meat's on them, and you just pick them up and pull the meat out of the claw. That is so
Look,
good.
your wife
Anna
eats
said
so
gross.
gross.
Yeah, I love.
That's
Sarah.
funny.
I see
I
you,
love
Sarah.
seafood. Not many people have
Sarah
that's my
Stevenson.
idea.
Chocolate covered bacon. I have made chocolate covered bacon before. It's in one of my cookbooks, but I didn't really love it.
Oh, I love
Bacon's better, just bacon.
it.
Don't do
So-
none of those with it.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. I got 2 picks now.
Okay.
I'm going to go because this girl is near and dear to all of our hearts. Hannah Hamrick
And a hammer.
chocolate chip cookies. If
I don't
you
think they're
have
big.
never
Right, but
had,
they're still soft. Like they don't fall apart.
if
I don't know
you
how she
have
does that.
never had one of the chocolate chip cookies made by Hannah, you failed in life.
Yeah.
They are, and I'm in all seriousness, the greatest chocolate chip cookie I've ever ate.
It's
They're
good
like
and it's
this
big.
thick and this big.
They're still soft.
I mean,
They
they're
are
big.
amazing, and she's
Agreed.
amazing for making them and bestowing upon me a dozen. So I am
Agreed.
out.
They are really good.
Hannah, if you watch this, make me some more.
They are really good.
All right, my second pick. Have you ever been to a place here in Charleston called what we got?
No, Uno said, "Oh yeah, they're good."
Uno.
He's thinking about them chocolate chip cookies.
Uno been eating them too.
I'm
Have
getting
you ever
hungry.
been to a place called Fazio's?
No.
Okay, your next date night. Tell preacher to take you to
Yeah, y'all need to go to
Fazio's.
Did you hear that, Pastor John? Date
Pastor
night.
John.
Pastor John, hey,
We have
honey,
missed 2
Daddy,
weeks. of
Daddy,
date night.
honey, sugar plum,
right,
the wrangler of donkeys.
Dad, hey,
Dad,
Oh my
take
goodness.
mom to
Yeah, we need new names.
Fazio's.
to call each other.
And if you Google search Fazio's, there's just
in
one.
here.
And I'll take you right to it.
Because I like to do this for
What
preachers.
kind of
Italian.
Because I like to do this for preachers.
Italian.
I'm gonna tell you what to order.
Yeah,
Okay.
he loves to ask what.
Oh, I do.
He loves my opinions. I've learned that in my short 2 months.
Well, that's good.
He loves when I text him and tell him what to do.
Go.
Okay.
He
Okay.
don't like when I
You
tell
go
him
to
what do.
Fazio's.
I think he's being nice.
You go to Fazio's. You get the garlic bread. You
Oh,
eat
yeah.
a loaf by yourself. All right. Now Fazio's is a special place. Okay. Like
Like pricey.
don't take John David. No, I don't take mine.
Date
It's
night.
It's
number.
more. It's more that. Yeah, it's more sit down.
It's more sit
It's
down.
real dark in
All right,
there. You
I just
know.
wondered. So anyway, you go to Fazio's. We do it during special anniversaries or something like that. You get the filet mignon,
Wow.
and you get a side because you get a side, and the side is Cajun tortellini.
Oh.
Okay, it's over.
I'll tell you what I like from her.
That's it. Filet, Cajun tortellini.
I like the red clam linguine.
You like it?
Red clam.
Blue
Or
crab.
it's like red clam sauce linguine or clam sauce linguine, something
Yeah.
like that. Listen, me.
Look at all the people saying. Look at all the people.
They have
Oh,
pimento
cheese dip. Preacher will love it. Preacher will love it.
I'm telling you, I love that place.
That's funny.
The next date night, whenever that is, y'all go date night pretty regular.
We're
Even
supposed
with 3
to
kids.
once a week, but we missed a couple weeks. But when we went to North Carolina to see his brother and we ended up buying a minivan, we left all of our kids with John's brother and my sister-in-law. Shout out to Zach and Sarah. And they watched our kids, so we got to drive for like an hour away from there to go look at the minivan. So that, to me, that still counts as a date.
Right.
Because
Yeah, no
me and
children.
him,
No
by
children.
ourselves,
No children.
with no kids, we
Yeah.
could talk. So we got like a 2-hour date.
And
going
came
back-
home with a van.
And came home with a van.
That's a good date when you
I
come home with a
love
new ride.
minivans. I love minivans. When I was in high school, we had one, and that was like what I drove my senior
You
year.
remember that conversion van?
Fast and Furious just came out, and
They
I'd be
do
peeling
go
the
fast.
tires. I'd be peeling the tires in that Ford Windstar.
You remember the Kiriluk conversion van?
Absolutely, I do. Absolutely.
That's all I'll say about that.
We call
Everybody
ours
knows
the-
about
Everybody knows about that.
conversion van.
That van, I finally sold it
Well-
after Dad died. We bought it new in '94. We had it for 20 years.
Conversion van.
My mom
That's-
had a blue Suburban. We called it the Big Blue Beck Mobile because our last name was Beck.
Yeah.
That's
That
what we
makes
called
sense.
it.
Okay. All right, that's my third. Back to you.
Is it me?
Yeah.
So does a seafood bowl, or is it specific? Like a seafood bowl, but you know,
Whatever you want as your meal.
A low country
Four
bowl-
horsemen's of meal.
Low Country Bowl is one of my favorites. But
Why are
I
you so seafood? What
oh, I
are
love
you-
seafood and Cajun food. Like it was a tough one between blue crabs and crawfish. I love
Those are
crawfish.
like the same thing to me.
Okay. Well,
To
is
me,
lobster
they
is,
are.
is
I
She
mean,
did. So
Yeah.
obviously she's not going to be like
okay.
a teacher of some sort of,
Seafood.
science or because that's all the same.
Right. I'll say my next something different, not seafood, because I love lobster too. But
well, they're all
seafood.
things with a hard shell, right?
Yes.
Sure.
All crustaceans.
So, yeah, it's not like salmon.
I love lasagna. Homemade lasagna is so good to me.
Manicotti's better.
Miss Pam makes some good lasagna. Yep, at church here.
Oh yeah.
Have to get in.
So-
I have to ask her about that.
Have to get in on that.
All right,
So now you got two. It's
Is
your
this
three,
my
three and
favorite-
number 4.
Favorite food or craving?
Whatever you want.
Because one of my pregnancy cravings has been cereal. And I ate cereal every day growing up as a kid, but
I did too.
as an adult, I didn't eat cereal. Like I just, I'd eat, oatmeal or eggs and bacon and grits, but I didn't eat cereal because I saw it as a kid food. But ever since I've been pregnant, I crave cereal. So before I came here,
What kind of cereal?
I I ate Honey Nut Cheerios before I came here, but I'm hungry again right now. This is making me really
I
hungry.
didn't eat
Oh,
dinner.
yeah. I haven't eaten dinner either.
We had
Yeah.
t-ball practice and soccer practice at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
We've reached an hour.
We ain't done with the 4
Did
yet.
you want to do it? Oh, okay.
Why do you
That
want
was the
Why do
third
you want to
one.
end this segment?
Oh no, I know. I just thought we was hungry. We was going to continue. But go ahead.
Do I do another one?
Yeah, your fourth one.
Oh, country vegetables.
Like Cracker Barrel?
Just like country cooking, like
But
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel's
like green beans.
yeah, like green beans
Carrots.
and
Cracker Barrel's carrots are amazing.
Carrots, they do have really good.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
Larry Marion Cracker Barrel carrots. It's almost.
are they like the honey glazed
Mm,
carrots?
Yes, kind
Yeah.
of, sort of, yes.
Yeah, the honey
Mm,
glazed.
There's something
are
going
good.
on in there,
Yeah,
and I get them every time.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some other restaurants
So you just like
here.
country vegetables?
Boiled cabbage, green
Oh,
beans.
yes, cabbage is one of my
mashed
favorite. I forgot about
potatoes.
No, ain't on that. All right, give me yours.
That,
Let's wrap it up.
She
and then
just
we
said
get-
cabbage. I love cabbage. And with a little bit of corned beef in it. Have you ever had it like that? Oh my gosh, I think it's so good. It stinks the house up real bad. But
John's mom makes it a lot.
the
Boiled
taste,
cabbage.
we do too. The taste does not like the smell. It's the only thing
Right.
I know
Yeah,
that the taste does not like the smell. I
yeah.
love it.
Gotcha.
Some cabbage opinion.
I'm going to go with my final, which is something that I don't get very often. Is baked steak and gravy. I'm a fan of that. Eric
good
is
at
my
VBS.
wife's grandpa.
Yes.
My grandpa or my wife's grandpa made it when I first started dating her. They'd have it like at Christmas, and I loved it. It's amazing. He makes it absolutely wonderful.
Wow.
And I hadn't had anything as good because I don't. Once people make stuff really good, you don't want to get it somewhere else. Like my grandpa made the best meatloaf in the world, and now I just don't want to eat meatloaf because there ain't gonna be nothing like it. So, but until Bible school, when Red made baked steak and gravy
That was amazing.
That was the first time I'd ever had it. It was good.
in your life,
In my life.
Well, you got spooled. 'cause
First
I
time
had
in
some.
my life.
I've had some
let me
bad
tell you.
kind, but
Let me
every
tell
time-
you. That's it. Don't ever order it anywhere else.
Yeah, it won't be
It
like
won't
that.
taste
No,
like that.
no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't
That
order it
was
anywhere
good.
else.
No, that
You
was
eat it
special.
here and be done with it.
That was special.
Don't ever go with it.
I'm hungry right now for that.
Hey,
Oh,
listen,
wow.
our giveaway, we're going to vote, okay? People have sent me the memes of Travis. You know what? Here's another. I'm going to take another picture of Travis tonight, and we'll upload them. We'll put all of them in there. I'm going to tally all the comments, and then I need everybody to go in to that photo collage,
Right.
okay?
Tonight or throughout the week,
Yeah,
to the
I
next
tell you
show.
what, we'll give it throughout the weekend,
Okay.
all right? And
So
then
you got to after
And then,
church.
so after church on Sunday night, the competition will end,
Uh-huh.
and whoever has the most likes on that photo with the meme, you vote for the
Make
meme.
sure y'all share this and tell each other so you know what to
Then
do.
you'll get the prize, and the prize is something that is recap related,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be specific to the winner.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm waiting.
Right, we got to find out who wins for you.
You know,
Now,
obviously,
what are you talking
if I
about?
win
A meme? What?
a meme,
What is
that's
that?
my mom.
Meme, yeah.
My mom's a meme.
No, M-E-M-E, not M-I.
But what are you wanting people to do?
Yeah, explain it, 'cause there might be
Did you
some
not
other-
watch it? Did you
There
not
might
watch
be
my
some other
pop-up
people
video?
that don't remember the pop-up
When?
video.
I had a pump-up video on Tuesday. Like,
Before tonight?
pump
The
up
Capital
Tuesday
City.
night.
Capital City.
I did not
Posted.
see that.
It was a
Capital
pump-up
City
video.
posted
It
it.
was
Is
a
it on
pump-up.
your page?
No, it was on
It's on Capital
City.
City's page. You
It
got the
said,
right.
"Hey,
How did I
here's."
miss that?
I don't know. I shared it.
I was on
shared it
that
twice.
page.
How'd you miss choir practice on Wednesday?
Because I'm not that great of a
See?
singer.
Now you done have y'all
Well,
worked
that's
up. I
a
missed
couple of us
choir.
that ain't. So we just sing anyway. So you come on and fit right in.
That's all right. I'm sorry.
But
I
the
didn't-
meme is like you take a picture.
Let me
and
show
then-
you what a meme is
and
on
then
my phone. Travis, you
See,
explain
I'm
it
always
to the
learning
group.
Okay.
something new.
Okay.
The meme is
Like
where you
these
take a
ones.
picture and then you write a caption on that picture about something that picture's doing. Like
Okay.
something funny. Like he's been.
I showed this picture right here of Travis. It was when he was at the tent revival.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
bring
Let's
this
see
to
that face right there. Let's see how you
Yep.
get that. And I says, when you drive 4 hours to your BFF's tent meeting, and he won't even let you pray. Because he drove all the way to CT.
So
you know,
CT
he's
Town's,
sitting there like,
CT Town's
come on,
right.
CT, let me pray over something.
Right. So my best friend, right?
Yeah.
That's what he
Yeah.
said. Best friend on the planet is what he calls me.
So a couple
So I drive all the way down there, and he don't let me. I don't even get to be involved in the meeting, you know. So that's a meme kind of.
So
funny.
people have sent them to me. You can send them to me, and I'll upload them all to the collage. We'll take a new picture of Travis with the hair. But that's what you do. So you take a picture, and he's like somebody took that picture of Travis and says, when the waitress asks, "Are you done with that?" and you still have some fries left. So
That's neat.
Right.
There's
So
I like
whoever comes
something
up with the funniest meme out of the pictures he put on the pop-up video. So you got to go to Capital City's page,
right.
look for a video where you just see Bill all by himself.
Yeah.
And then he,
Lonely.
on the comments, take those pictures that he's got, make a meme with it, put it on there. Whichever one's got the most likes, whoever did the funniest meme will win.
Well, yeah. Whoever's got the most likes, what everybody
Yeah.
likes. And so I'll copy everything from that actual video and put them to a new folder, if you will.
There you
So-
go. So it'd be
that's
fun.
good.
It's something for y'all to do where you sit at home, laugh with your loved one. And your
Donna
spouse.
said she's still waiting on her shirt. Hey, you didn't win. So
We
but
went back and looked at the time
it was
stamp.
brought to our attention that you did not win.
Yeah, and Miss Joyce Holstein won. She come in right ahead of you.
Corey,
Yeah, someone's on
Jason
here. It
Harper,
looks
in
like
my
it's-
opinion, probably will. He's got one that I think is really funny. So I tell you what, I'm going to send the Truth Serum a prize from the recap, and I expect to see it on your show next time.
Yeah,
So be looking for that in the mail. It's in the mail, brother. All right, that's all we got.
that's it. That's it.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having
We
me.
do have a life hack since we talk about a lot of stuff like that.
Yeah,
A life hack is if your shoes are a little tight. If your shoes are a little tight, you need them to stretch. Okay. Now I don't know if this works with tennis shoes. Like your dress shoes, ladies' shoes, like loafers and things like that. You take wet newspaper,
I don't wear loafers.
but you might have some boots or something you wear if you go camping to cook
Are
on
your
your
feet
cast
like
iron skillet.
swollen? now
I do
where
like
you're
to wear
pregnant?
cowgirl boots.
These are perfect for that. So you take wet newspaper, because it's all leather shoe, wet newspaper, and you cram it in the shoe as tight as you possibly can. And then allow the shoe to dry. Not dripping wet, but wet it, wring it out, stuff it in there, allow it to dry. And when you take it out, that newspaper and the wetness will stretch your shoe out, and it'll fit a little bit looser. And since you brought up cowboy boots, if you eat Pringles, get a Pringles can after it's empty and stick it down in the boot.
Oh,
And that
yeah.
keeps your boots from flopping over and getting that ugly crease.
Oh,
You know.
that is a good idea.
Yeah, you need to do it from
Yeah.
the beginning, though. That way you don't. My dad used to wear it. My dad rode Harley Davidson motorcycles all the time, and he had a pair of boots he wore all the time. And that's where I learned that. He would dress
That's
them
funny.
and polish them, and you stick a Pringles can down in it, keep it from flipping over. So y'all watch this show, you learn some things.
I have a life hack I learned today.
Yes, good.
That me and Benjamin, my son Ben, learned. If your cell phone gets down to 10%, do not answer it and do not call anybody, because the radiation when it's down at 10% or less is so strong it can cause cancer if you that's what we heard on YouTube today on a life hack.
Oh my
How is
goodness.
that a hack?
Avoid cancer. Oh,
Yeah,
make sure your
hack
phone's charged. Oh my gosh.
Only use your phone when it's above 10% charge.
Yeah,
That's the life hack.
You need buy chargers and put them in the car, put them in the house. We don't want to have no cancer.
And my husband his phone's always going dead, and he's always probably using it.
And he has some problems with his
2%
nose and stuff.
I know.
It's the radiation in the phones. Y'all look, these life hacks are for real.
We're going to buy
Your shoes can grow,
two phones.
avoid creases in the boots, and don't get cancer. What a good show. You've learned a lot.
Perfect show. The only thing I've got
You
is
polish off with a jug.
how do you make a tissue dance?
How do you make?
You put a boogie in it.
You put a little boogie in it.
in it.
See you in 2
Love
weeks.
you.
Oh.